All right, so not too long ago, like 2 days ago, I seen a video with a young African American boy, you know what I'm saying? Young boy, one of our people, right? And apparently there was a dispute with an Asian man where, as the little boy tell you, little 6-year-old boy, the Asian man tried to hit him with the sledgehammer. And when he couldn't hit him with the sledgehammer, I guess he ended up going back inside the house and, getting his gun and shooting through the window, actually shooting the young boy in the arm. You know what I'm saying? And he got arrested for that. And he had got a $10,000 bond. So he bailed out, right? Now, there's African American men that courts refuse to give bonds to, right? I mean, literally, they will just refuse to give a person a bond nowadays if you're black and shit. And this Asian man got a bond for $10,000 after shooting a little boy, 6-year-old boy, in a gun state where it's clearly no rules in a gun state where it's like, yo, if a little boy act a certain way, you shoot him. You see what I'm saying? Like, in every state, that should be, like, condemned. But let me speak on something. Now, look, ever since the Vietnam War, right, when America went to war with the Vietnamese, the Asians, that was really when Asians met African Americans, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, we was fighting them, they was fighting us, but they didn't really want no smoke with us. See, back then they didn't want no smoke with us. So what happened during that time was, the Asian people started like playing songs or like having not songs, like having speakers. Like giant, not speakers, but like, them speakerphone things that you speak into, when you want to project your voice out to a crowd, right? And started telling the African Americans, we don't want you, like, come this way, come off the battlefield. We got places for you to eat food and just relax till the war is over type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, that really happened. And, I guess because of that, white America, like the Caucasian, was not really happy that the Asians was looking at the white man as the enemy and not the black man, right? So I could see how, after that war, which America lost, by the way, after that war, I could see, them sending agents back into, Vietnam and Asia and propagating African American men as, bottom feeders, less than human, you know what I'm saying? So that the Asians would start looking at us like they never want to be our ally, right? Kind of energy. Now fast forward, right? California, right? In a store, grocery store, Asian man shoots a little boy, thinking the little boy's stealing something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the little boy was stealing or not, but Asians seem to always think little black people was stealing, and little kids, they seem to just like disregard. So they shot the little boy in the store. I think he killed the little boy, right? The neighborhood was outraged, right? Watts riots. You see what I'm saying? There was like gun battles between members of families out there, block families out there, and the Asian store owners in the establishments. The military had to get sent in to quiet that down. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to now, coronavirus. Propaganda, the media, yeah, it comes from over there, right? Now the media all day showing, you know, Asian people's getting attacked. And listen, I don't condone attacking nobody either. I'm not the person to say, yeah, attack whoever you want and there's no repercussions or consequences behind it. You know what I'm saying? I prefer, you know what I'm saying, let's all keep our hands to ourselves and just move toward a better life and get more money and see our families. You see what I'm saying? And enjoy that gift, because a family is a gift, right? So I'm looking at fast forward today. Okay, we got all the Asians getting attacked, and every news station is covering it, right? And then we got all of the you know, we've been had African Americans getting attacked. Like, since the COVID virus, it was police against black people. It was like they tried to turn the white people against the black people. They tried to do a white man, black man race war, which did start, like, you know, with the boy that was jogging in the neighborhood with the white man and they killed him. And then you got a couple of hangings, and it's like, you know, they tried. Now with the Asians, now it's like, okay, it's like they're trying to agitate the people to not like each other. Like, really not like each other. Because they really are trying to orchestrate a global or America, like a American national, like, riot. I would say like Watts riot, because it had to deal with African Americans and Asians. You see what I'm saying? That's my take on it. I watched when the coronavirus came in, how they had people upset because they just changed everything. And you know, some people don't like change. So it kind of messed up a lot of things. People had to adapt to it. And then it was like, okay, you know, the George Floyd knee on his neck. Then it was like the Breonna Taylor. And not to mention all these little kids that was getting shot by police at that time too. They was playing with little toy guns. They was just, you know, and they was all getting shot. Don't forget this was happening. And don't forget that they made sure that you seen this on the news all the time. Like, it was constant, you know. And now you got the Asian thing. So I don't commend, no, I don't recommend, and I don't promote, you know, Africans hitting old ladies, hitting old men, you know what I'm saying? You know, hitting Asian people just when you walk by them, because now they got a whole hate crime. Now you hit an Asian person, this is a straight hate crime. It's just like the gays got a hate crime. You can't hate against gays. You can't hate against Asian people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody and their mother can hate against black people. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you ever hear an Asian person say hung guai, like hung guai, right? Like hung guai. Hey, matter of fact, it's pronounced hey guay. If you hear that word hey guay, that's the N-word. That's like a white person calling you the N-word. You ever hear an Asian person talking and that word pop out, that means Nigger. I'm not going to say it. That's just what it means. So if you ever hear that, and you African American in a spot establishment that you're spending your money, and you hear some Asian says that in the store that you're buying, guess what? Take your money and go somewhere else. It's time to use your buying power to be your power instead of your anger. They don't care when you get angry. They got increments in place for when you get angry. It's called federal prisons. It's called Guantanamo Bay. It's called domestic terrorism acts. It's called Patriot Acts. It's called all these things. It's called the Surveillance Act. All this stuff is because you are their number one public enemy. And it doesn't mean, oh, because you young or because you in the street. No, you as a skin color, as a people, women and men and children of this people that they do not like, that they've been trying to extinguish because of jealousy of accomplishments and accolades through the histories of time that is undeniable. And it made them insecure because they have insecurities, because they want this complex. They got this complex. They got a God complex. So if you're the people of God, then they hate you. They're the Antichrist. And I'm not trying to start nothing, but I'm just giving you the energy, right? Anybody that's doing that type of energy is an Antichrist. You see what I'm saying? Is a devil, is a demon. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to show you and say real quick before I get out of here, because I didn't want to go too far with it, but, you know, us as a people need to sit down and really reflect on what are we trying to really bring into reality for like 2029, 2057, 2072. What do we expect to see when this times come? Do we even expect to see it? Are we even gonna live long enough to see it? You know? America is trying to get an extreme race war so they can get an extreme martial law in place. And they need to do it in a way that makes it look like that they're the saviors, that martial law is saving you and not like against you. Like, 9/11 happened, then they was like, listen, we want to watch everybody. It's for your safety. It's for your safety. And now everybody gets watched, whether they know it or not. Alexa watching, people listening, monitoring what you saying in your own home, and you say certain stuff in your home that ain't correct, or even that the algorithm doesn't deem correct, then they notifying somebody, the computer notifies somebody you don't even know. People could hack your camera in your phone, look straight through you, be looking right in your face, and you be just scrolling through Facebook. You understand what I'm saying? So I need there to be an understanding. Now, we need to also look at the prison systems, because I also seen a woman, I can't remember where she's at per se. I think she's locked up in North Carolina or somewhere, right? But she wasn't tried there. She wasn't sentenced there. I think she was sentenced in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And, of course, allegedly she was, in IRS tax fraud type situation, but she was very, 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 very successful at it, right? And this court had this one judge come out of retirement to try her and sentenced her to 21 years. She did like 2 years and then tried to get it appealed. And this guy comes out of retirement again for her, appealment hearing to try to get the time reduced to like 10 years or something, and he denied it, and then you got people, white collar criminals that actually do the same situation, but they do it with, inside trading and such or whatever, and they just get a little pat on the wrist. Is a guy that actually did the same crime. I'm going to talk about this lady because I seen it on, they got this show called Trap Queens. And in Trap Queens, they show like the women that was doing things, and there was a lot of women getting busy. There's a lot of women that's ruthless, more like ruthless like men, like, you know what I'm saying? And powerful, you know what I'm saying? Like they got in the game and they got powerful, you know what I'm saying? And she was one of these women, but she was a young woman, you know what I'm saying? She was young. She should be still young at this time too. But they trying to give her 21 years of her life, and I'm going to try to find a way to get a petition written to the warden of that jail and the higher ups of whoever claims to run shit, right? And I'm going to try to say, like, listen, this is unfair. I need to prove a point and prove my case to y'all how unfair that her time is in relation to her, what? The only difference is one was white, one was black. You see what I'm saying? The person that got arrested for the same crime that was white, and I can't remember his name at the very moment. You know what I'm saying? But he did like 7, 8 years, you see what I'm saying, and got free or something, and she got 21 years. So it just goes to show you that being black in America doesn't really warrant any benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go to jail, we're guilty to proving innocent. Any other race of people go to jail, they're innocent to proving guilty. So what we have to do as black people, and I'm not going to say this anymore, okay, we need to petition the government of America to view African American as 5/5 human. Because once that goes on the legislative documents and is finited, then they have to respect our human rights. But because they look at us as 3/5 human, technically, in their law, we are not 100% human beings. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they treat us like this. So what I'm trying to say also is, let's not let the puppet master pull strings on either side to cause, make it seem like, play with your emotions, because they know that you don't control your emotions all the way. You know, they logical beings, right? And, you know, so they can make y'all angry with each other. And then when it all comes down, they could just rush in. You see what I'm saying? And shut off everything. You know what I mean? So I really believe that this whole entire Asian situation with African Americans, COVID virus, all that stuff was to start some form of race war. So that way they can come in and say, you know what I'm saying, martial law. And personally, and this may be just my opinion, but for some reason, this whole thing was to target African Americans, because it was like, oh, COVID vaccines. Oh, we need to get the highest impacted areas of COVID. Oh, there are the African Americans communities is the highest. Wow. But it went from them. Then they said, oh, it's the Hispanic communities. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't even know what they were saying. They was just targeting the minorities that they want to try to get rid of, the people that they feel is the poorest, or the people that they feel contribute the least to society. You see what I'm saying? But yo, man, so let's not fall for it. Let's not fall for their little tricks and traps. They've been doing it to our people forever. And it's like we still never learn from this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're so easily manipulated. We're so easily emotionally driven to urges that are, when you calm down and you think about it, it's like, dang, man, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? In that case, that means you wasn't thinking in the first place. You see what I mean? And that Asian guy that shot that little boy, that shouldn't even be, you know what I'm saying? He should get like a reckless dischargement of a firearm, negligence of a firearm, assault. At least assault with a firearm. You know what I'm saying? At least that. I mean, not gonna give him attempted murder or nothing because the bullet went in the arm. You see what I'm saying? If the bullet would have hit any torso part, he would have got attempted murder if the little boy would have lived. You see what I'm saying? But because it hit an arm, or, you know what I'm saying, a part that you would consider a neutralization shot, then they're gonna end up tweaking that into. But he could definitely get charged with an assault with a assault with a weapon. Right? You know, I don't know. We could say deadly weapon too. And then it could be like, you know what I'm saying, negligence, discharge of a firearm in public, you know, reckless handling of a disarm of fire. Like, he should get his license taken away. If he's a gun carrier person, they should take that away from him, make him take all that stuff over after a few years or whatever, if he want to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's your boy Paul Lounge, aka Petey Mosberg, aka Kupz the Universe. You know what I'm saying? Go check out my music, go check out my videos if you like. You know, it really doesn't matter no more, because I'm just gonna do this. And for those who do see this type of energy and they you know, resonate with it, then, you know, this is for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't, they don't. And then when things get, you know, if things happen, God bless them, and God willing, things get huge and amazing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see a lot of people that's not putting their hand and their effort to like even assist the brother now, later. You feel me? And that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'll check y'all out later, man. Take care. I'm going to try to do more videos, at least one every day for a while, or I'm just trying to build a catalog up now, man. This is like, all it is time to work and get busy, all right? So y'all have a blessed one out there. Y'all enjoy this Sunday, all right? And y'all stay safe. One.